Pac talk about this. That's 400 years. We're going to go through that too. We're going to go through Pac. We're going to go through Bob. I refer to Bob a lot because he was a great healing mechanism. And from my same tribe, Maroon, way down in the, in the islands where a lot of Ashantis live in Ghana. That's why that girl said, I'm from Ghana. Remember that joint, that Water Maye? Shout out Water Maye and Dr. Mumbi. All of these great African people. It's cool. I'll say African for now because that's where we at. But I like Abu Kalan, or I like Ethiopia was a whole landmass. He said in the book of Genesis, it says I think it was Pishon River that rolls through all of Ethiopia. It obviously wasn't talking about the jurisdiction Ethiopia assigned right now. I'm talking about the region.
Real. That was everything. Yeah.
With all the ethnic groups, that's how beautiful we are. Everyone has ethnic wars. Like my brother said, the world wars. Remember P.L. Lumumba from Kenya? The world wars, they call it, is the ethnic wars.
And even them, that you have, it's the equivalent of sibling robberies in fighting. That's just a difference of people.
Yeah, we do that. And shout out to Doc. That was in no wise mocking him. I want to just clarify that. He is my forefather, and he's incredible. He's been teaching me so much. So power to him all the way. I'm just, I live in, I worked in Hollywood, so I'm always very active. Coe can tell you, John Boy Crank, I'm just always animated because there's different types of learning. He will know that because he's an educator. We got different type of people listening. So we're not trying to appease to one group. There's lots of different cultures we've been exposed to over the years. We've been in over 40 countries, all throughout Africa. You get what I'm saying? All throughout the United States. Coe's live more places than me.
And what's amazing is I thank God every day because the position, the spacing, the location where he's placed us is giving you the opportunity to interact and to commune with so many different people where you can understand, the highest of the high to the lowest of the low and everything in between.
Yes, sir.
You don't change and we never change at any step of the way.
Yes, sir.
Because some people, they don't understand.
We've tempted and failed a couple times. We've tempted and failed a couple times, but never submitted. Never submitted to it. But you still with the same person, because even everybody you came into contact with in every one of those spaces will all give the same account as the person that they met. 95% of them.
Yeah, you can't find that too much. You can't find that too much.
In front of people, but it is what it is.
you can't find it, but because not too many people get that opportunity. I mean, races, different ethnicities, different cultures. It's just a wide range of diversity, which is, and you need that because look at the world we're living in right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We spread love. We need to go to Missouri. I actually have, most guys been really dealing with me. I want to go to the Pentecostal churches that we grew up in. Because, in the studies, the Pentecostal movement, which some would say a cult and so forth and so on, but it did, William J. Seymour was a part of that, right? And William J. Seymour was what? A black man, almost like a slave. His parents were slaves. But the Spirit came and it brought a revival. And they chalked it up to, they said in the books, Parham was the one who did it from Kansas City, Missouri. Why does it always have to go back? Why couldn't it go right there? Mm-hmm. Right? That's a part of the healing. All this infrastructural damage that the ecclesiastical law has placed upon the earth from the spiritual sector, they can fix that. Just like a boy was out there with the book. Hey, I ain't even we gonna leave Happy Gilmore.
it's the way like the fingers, like if he didn't know how he wanted to do this or down his hand.
You're fired.
The fingers are crucial. What do you have to do with the whole? Like that dude ain't touched that book ever a day in his life. Even in his hotels, he didn't touch it.
Getting brought in. All right, that's cool.
Oh God.
Oh, this show is like, oh man, Banana Republic right now. But this is birthing pains because it's a young country. It's only 250? That's young. So if it's 400 years, it was 250. That means black people was already here. Let's do the math. 1 + 1. Hold on. 1619. Hold on. I thought this country started. Oh man, this is so like spiritism. What's going on here now? And you remember when we was in Texas and we was listening to Super Bowl ring?
That was the birth. That's what started it all.
Cole, I told you, Cole started everything. I heard that in hip hop. And then 1 year later, sorry, bro, I keep cutting you off.
You said 1 year later, you in the industry?
They used to, my homeboy used to take me to the club, and I used to drive, and he'd be like, "Yo, stay right here. I'm gonna go try to find so and so I can get you in." And leave me on the outside, and the easy side of me was like, "I'm about to bounce. You playing me?" But God was like, "You need to humble yourself." So I started making friends with all the security guards, starting from the bottom, and then the owner will always step out, because the owner will step out. And then I'll say something to him, he'll laugh, because, I've been in Missouri, I can connect with anybody. We start talking, we start moving. So then I'm in the club now, and remember Prodigy, who worked with us, he was taking too long. It was during All-Star Weekend when we had Nikki all the way on the other side. We had
Chris Brown,
all of them. So I was like, if you don't hurry up, we're gonna leave you. He thought because we from back home, we friends, I ain't gonna do that. We was like, all right, we here, bro. Can you come out and get us? I'm doing business, bro.
He missed one of the best Chris Brown shows in history.
Cause I was in the club. See, we was running it before Live Nation and all them started grabbing it and so forth and so on. So shout out to even all of them that I work with out in LA. Tiger, who gave me the opportunity, all them joints. It was a great experience. It taught me the game. But then as I started moving into it, I saw that I ain't like the fact that everything we was making, somebody else was owning. I think that's my African gene kicking. That doesn't make sense to me, bro. And God just kept putting barriers, but I was seeing the fruit of what we was doing was like, we'll share that one day too. Not that it really matters anymore. It used to be a lot to me, just like when Tyson was like, this is just stuff. You remember when the dude, he later on in his life, the dude came to say, look at all these belts you have here. This was accomplishment. And then he just flipped it over. It's like, this is stuff. It means nothing. What's important to me is my children. What? His lineage. He became a man. So shout out to Mike Tyson.
As you see, when a man comes full circle, usually the end of his days is when he's most serious about the most important things in life. Because you understand your day, you can see the end. The end is near, so you need to make things right now. That's how what if we can flip it around and start earlier?
I tell my daughter, you have to know about think about your great grandkids now. What was you about to say, brother?
No, exactly that. You flip it. If we start that thing early, so what will your mindset be? What type of world, what type of life was you able to exemplify? If you had that mindset that the decisions you make today are solely going to impact 2 and 3 generations away from you. The moves you make, the people
right now
you come into contact with right now.
And they can't be like, oh, I don't got no money. You wouldn't be here because your family ain't got no money. How did you used to get here? Because they made the right decisions. Whether they're always the best decisions is another question. But they always made the right decisions because guess what? You made it. You are the fullness of your ancestors. You still alive after 100 years of lynching. After all that. Matter? Incredible. I come from Zumunda to tell y'all are incredible.
I think my
Welcome to America.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, we would love your support. Visit our Facebook page, hit like and follow on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time.